Hi everyone, welcome back to Gazbeard's Battles. Today, World of Warships and the Ognevoi Russian Tier 6 destroyer gets a full set of sinking.
What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the
Enemy destroyer blown up. Enemy destroyer sunk. Enemy cruiser foundered.
Torpedoes to port.
Have you ever been in that position where you've just got a new ship and you're not sure yet whether to use free XP to upgrade it or to use doubloons to reskill the captain, so you decide to do it all stock and let the captain skill up from experience? That's what I did with the Ognevoi, and this is his third battle, and the matchmaking was kind to us. It was a tier 6 battle, so we were top tier, and I was just starting to get used to the ship. Its guns are great, its speed is great, its turning is great, its torpedoes are rubbish, and I looked at the map, I looked at the teams, and I thought, carrier. Let's get round the flanks, let's get that carrier. We've got a destroyer advantage, so the team can spare me, and off I went, full speed ahead, charging for the eastern cardinal point on the minimap, having decided that was the best way to go because everybody tries to go for all the islands at the west end of the map on this one, and hoping that nobody tried to break through where the eastern cap point would be in a domination match. So, looked at the team, some of them are following me, don't know why, they're not going to keep up with me, and that's when I spotted a battleship and a cruiser trying to come through where that eastern cap point would normally be, and I thought, you know what, let's just jump that cruiser on the way through, take down some of his health for the team, make him easier pickings for them. And my first salvo out got a fire on him, my second salvo missed, he started weaving and trying to decide which way he was going to turn away from me, and just as the island got in the way I thought, let's just hang about and finish him off. So I slammed it from full ahead to full astern and used the slope of the island to keep putting shots through at where he was heading into, and I landed some nice criticals on him, took out his torpedo tubes, which is always good, and I think he must have been expecting me to carry on around the island at full tilt, because that's the direction he turned. Got another fire on him. You know that he's burned his repair party, because my first salvo put a fire on him and he put it out very, very fast. So now he's at my mercy. And the island is as well. The island's taking as many hits as he is. Poor island. What has it ever done to anybody? Can we get experience points for that, please? Yeah, look. Captain would be fully skilled already if killing islands counted. And another critical on him. I've taken one of his turrets out. So now he's gone too far around the island. It's back to full speed ahead. Let's get round there, see if we can get some torpedoes into him. And it'd be nice to start the battle with an early kill, maybe a first blood. Let's see what we can do. Now the Ognevoi turns really fast, like I said. It's, it almost feels as if it turns within its own length, and it's a really quick cruiser, destroyer. It accelerates remarkably fast. And oh, there's a battleship round there. I don't want to face a battleship and a cruiser as the first ship round the island. So let's have a look. What is it? Is that a Koenig? Something like that. Koenig or a Kaiser. Let's just get some shots out at him. See if we can get a fire on him. It'd be nice if we could, because the battleships and the cruisers that are following me round this side can take full advantage of him, panicking with the fire going, etc. And he's turning, he's swinging, he's trying to come towards me. He's obviously worried about torpedoes because he knows I'm a destroyer, and that's just at the point when the cruiser re-emerges. So a couple of shots out at him, and I've turned back towards our guys, and I'm deciding I'm a little bit close to these guys for this stage of the game, so pop the speed boost and start putting some distance between them and me. Meanwhile, I'm still pouring fire into this cruiser. So is one of our cruisers. Gotcha! He got so distracted by the threat of beaching himself that he turned into my last shots at him. So now time to swing round and deal with the battleship. Speed boost is still running. I can quickly catch up with our Cleveland and our, I think it's a Koenig. Should overtake them very quickly. Should be able to throw about 40 knots down the channel here. And oh, there's a destroyer over there. Now I'm going to have to go for him. There's not many destroyers at this tier that would want to take on a tier 6 Russian destroyer. We've got to get rid of that battleship first. So if I do some pre-positioning as I come around, I might be able to swing around inside his main guns while he's concentrating on our Koenig and get some torpedoes in. But our guys are doing an amazing job keeping him on fire. Between Cleveland and myself, those fires are never going to go out, and the Koenig is landing some precision shots in him. And his secondaries have found me, so it's time to make myself smaller, turn around, bow onto him, get in tight, and he's gone. Great. Okay, the destroyer's popped up again. Just get myself in a position to get both turrets shooting at him. The Ognevoi carries 2 turrets with 2 guns in each. It's not like some of the earlier tier destroyers that would carry 4 single guns.
Engine boost deactivated.
You want to try and always get both turrets facing the enemy. But I've oversteered a bit. I'm heading back to the northeast. I want to get back down the channel, close the distance, keep that destroyer spotted, get the support from the Koenig and the Cleveland, and I'm going to use the wreck of their battleship just as a brief shield in case he's put torpedoes in the water. If he has, then the point when they get to me should be just about the same point as I'm going behind this battleship, and because the wreck is still floating, it'll soak up the torpedoes. Well, he didn't throw them in this direction if he did throw them, so he's detected me, so I know I'm within 7 kilometers or so. So I've just got to get that bit closer and find him. There he is, and he's motoring. He's moved off the edge of the map a fair bit,
Torpedoes,
so I'll point my
front.
bow at him.
Torpedoes to port.
And there's his torpedoes. I was expecting that as well. And oh crap! Oh no! Oh. My man in the bows manning the anchor chain needs a change of underwear for that one. Right, let's do something about this guy. Let's get his propulsion or his steering out of action and slow him down so that I can close the range. There's a nice fire on him, that'll keep him busy. Will it get him to burn his repair party? Unless he's already used it from some earlier incoming fire, but keeping him spotted. Now the Koenig and the Cleveland are shooting at him. And he manages to get my steering, quickly repair that, because I don't want him to get away. I want to keep on his tail. And you can see how close, how tight the dispersion is on the Ognevoi's guns here. Those shells are barely parting more than the width of the turret they came from. And there's his steering gun. That's great. He's on fire. He's got no steering, and he pops smoke. Strong risk of losing him here. So we just keep pressing the distance. Is he going to be one of those captains that pops smoke and sits in it? Or is he going to pop the smoke and then turn and run away as hard as he can? Well, it's going to be hard for him because his steering's gone. So let's get that distance closed. Let's get right in there as tight as we can. 5 rules for a smoke screen. Who can tell me? Oh, well, don't worry. Number 1, if there's a smoke screen, it's probably a destroyer, but it might be a cruiser. We know it's a destroyer. Number 2, smoke screens fire torpedoes. Number 3, you can't see torpedoes until they're out of the smoke screen, but by the same token, if you're in the smoke screen, you can't see torpedoes coming in. Number 4, never charge straight at the broadside of a smoke screen. Always go around the end of it. And number 5, the smoke screen is thicker when you're looking along the length of it than it is looking across the width of it. He didn't see me. He had no idea where I was, and he didn't see my torpedoes coming. Sweet karma. Gotcha. Right. He did get his torpedoes off, but he got them off in the direction I was coming from before I turned to the end of the smoke screen. So it shows you that tactic works. Yes. Right, we're still pretty early in the game. It's only a couple of minutes gone. We've got ourselves a light cruiser and a destroyer already. Now, where's that damn carrier? Right. Big expanse of ocean to chase across now. And I'm looking over there, and there's 2 battleships in view. The one on the left, the Fuso, it looks like he's going to try and head me off by heading into the channel behind that island, which is where the carriers normally park on this map. Everybody knows they go there, so why they still go there, I've got no idea. So, let's just charge across, keep an eye on that Fuso, and while we're racing across here, we can also be spotting any larger ships for our team that are coming through the islands, which will help them. There's a destroyer across there, but he's way off in between the islands. He's no worry to us. And has that Fuso beached himself? I think he's run into the island, you know. That's going to give me a dilemma. If I break through this channel, come out the far end, turn round to put torpedoes into that Fuso, what happens if the carrier's there as well? I'm going to need all 6 torpedoes to take the Fuso down. And, you know, I don't want to be hanging around inside the carrier's secondary guns while he's launching planes at me as well with my little pop guns, because it'll take a lot of shots to sink him. Oh well, we'll have to see what happens. There's a Bayern across there. And is that a second Fuso? Yeah. Right, so looking at things, I think that Fuso's managed to pull himself off the beach, or he's backed up a bit and he's now trying to turn around and head back to the main battle. And I'm detected. Oh, the carrier detected me, and the carrier's making a break for it. Oh, full speed ahead, engage speed boost. Let's charge him down. There's no way the carrier's going to outrun me. So, let's have a look. Let's get some HE into him. That woke him up. You can hear the captain screaming down the voice pipes now. Full speed, full speed! And the engineer down in the engine room shouting back, the crystals cannot take it, Captain. Got a fire on him, but he got a flight of torpedo bombers off. Now, are they coming to me or somebody else? Let's just keep pouring the fire into him until we're close enough to make sure the torpedoes cannot possibly miss. And of course he's detected me, so the battleships, including that Fuso that beached himself, is going to be fully aware of me. Time to turn away a little bit Not just to get the torpedoes going, but oh crap, those torpedo bombers were after me, and ooh, that was tight. Glad I didn't take any serious damage earlier in the battle. Right. There's both sets of torpedoes away after the carrier, and yes! Oh, right, mission fulfilled. That wasn't an official mission, it was just one I set myself. So, right, that Fuso that's running away from the island is now shelling at me. Get the helm round, get the helm round, get the helm round, and oh, look at that! 5% health left, but he knocked out my torpedo tubes. Let's just run away, put some distance in there, get unspotted, and then turn around and go after him. This was tight. That's about 1,000 health left from my original 12,000 and
Engine
odds.
boost deactivated.
Ooh, that was exciting. Right, now, what are we going to do about that battleship? Well, we've got him spotted, we need to keep him spotted. And there's a destroyer or something across in their cap, not too far away from him. I don't want to get into a gunfight with a battleship, well, especially a 6-turret battleship like a Fuso, and a destroyer at the same time. Now, if the Fuso looks away and starts shooting it out, yes, he has. Right, so I'll risk some shots into him. I'm looking at the minimap, and I was mistaken. It's not a destroyer in their cap. It's the flag saying it's their cap. God, you blind old... Yeah, better not say that word. I should have gone to Specsavers. So, let's just keep pouring fire at this battleship, and we've got a fire on him. That's great. Now the Ognevoi, oh what a ship! Can we take down this battleship and get ourselves a full house of a destroyer, a cruiser, a battleship and a carrier in the same battle? And more to the point, is there another enemy ship lying around anywhere that I could have got a Kraken for? No, there's not. Oh well, I have to settle for this battleship, which is burning away merrily. And there's another fire on him. That's 2 fires. Yes! Yeah, Expose says it. Hope you enjoyed that. Wow. That was quite exciting. And 250,000 credits for that, 2,300 experience, 61,000 damage done, some criticals, a citadel, some floodings. That was good, that. Like I said, a full house. Got a CV, a DD, a CL and a BB. And, you know, survived. What can I say? Perfect battle. Top in the battle for both teams on experience and number of kills. That's great. You know, I don't often get many like that, but when I do, I thoroughly enjoy them and they make it all worthwhile. And the economy was good, like I said, 250,000 credits and 2,300 experience. Gives the captain a good boost towards getting his skills back. See you again next time.
What shall we do with the drunken sailor?